Ahoy, matey! You know what a pirate's favorite letter be? Wrong. A pirate's first love is the sea. Greetings, fellow swashbucklers, and welcome to Epically Geeky Makers. I'm your host, Eugene Stevens. About 3 years ago, when my boys were 2, my wife and I knew that we were going to get some kind of a play set for them in the backyard. At 2, they were a little young, but we got this really good deal on this playhouse. So we found it on Craigslist with some help of some friends and family members. We went and picked it up. We actually tore it all the way down. I stripped it, sanded it, restained it, and got it back together. And my boys have loved it. Even at a young age, they loved playing on it. We knew we wanted to do a theme with it, and since it already had this captain's wheel on the swing and a little captain's wheel up there for them to spin, we thought we'd go with the pirate thing. It needed a new top for the picnic area here, and I decided, what if I made it a treasure map? And then gave it a little more thought and thought, what if I actually make it a map with an actual treasure that they could dig up? Fast forward about 3 years later, it's on a Sunday, and that's what we did. I'm going to show you how I made the map. I'm going to show you me actually digging up and burying the treasure. And then, of course, what we actually did whenever we went and dug it up with the boys. So why don't you come along with us for the adventure?
For this project, you're going to need paper. For the demonstration, I just used normal printer paper, but for the larger map, I used butcher paper. Something to write with, crayons or colored pencils works great. Something to start a fire, matches or a lighter. A bag of tea. A pan. Fill a microwave-safe cup full of water, put the tea bag in, and put it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Pour the tea into a pan and put your paper in. You might want to flip it over so that you can get both sides good and soaked. I hung my paper outside to dry overnight, but if you're in a rush, you could also use a hairdryer to speed up the process. The problem is the next day that it was kind of bent over, so I had to set something really heavy on it all day to get it to flatten back out. Here you can see the difference that the tea makes to the paper. Next, you want to draw your map. I just did something very rudimentary for this one. Of course, you want to have some of the staples, palm trees, some mountains, and of course the treasure chest. Afterwards, we're going to take a lighter and we're going to burn the edges. To keep from burning too much of the map, I used a wet paper towel to keep the flames under control. I burned it all the way around the edges, and then I put a burn right in the center just to make it a little more interesting. Here's our final result.
After I made the map, I made a very basic wooden table, put the map down on it, and then covered it with clear epoxy. Now, it does specifically say you're not supposed to leave this stuff outside, and you can tell because it's got some cracks and some bubbles in it, but for what I was using it for, it actually turned out okay. If I were doing it again, there's a lot of stuff I've learned since then, would have changed a lot of different things, but, you know, it was one of my first projects, so it ended up working out okay. The map itself is loosely based on my mother's backyard. She lives just a few miles away from us, but all of the trees that are on here correspond to actual trees in her backyard. So the idea was, once we discovered it, which it's been out here for 3 years, they've been eating on it for 3 years and never realized this thing was here, or at least that it actually was a thing, until I pointed it out this morning. So the idea was we were going to be able to go next to this tree in her backyard and dig up the treasure. That caused some more problems when I was actually putting it out there, actually digging the hole. We'll talk about that more in a second when I actually show you when I buried this treasure about a month ago.
So I'm in the process of digging this hole, and a couple things I didn't consider whenever I originally made the map. Number one is, as you can see, it's kind of really close here next to this really large pecan tree. So as you can see, I've run into a root already once. And the other thing I didn't take into consideration is the fact that I live in Central Texas, and it doesn't take very far to get down till you start hitting clay, and it's a pain to get through, let me just tell you. So I'm having to get a kind of a pickaxe type thing, and I'm chiseling away at it. I'm gonna get it done, but it's definitely taking longer than I was originally hoping it to.
Well, I got it buried, and yeah, it's not very far under there. Like, you could probably dig it out with your fingers pretty quickly because I hit another root, and it's not going any further down in there. So just a heads up, if you decide to do this, make sure you buy a smaller treasure chest, or at least one that's not as tall, so you don't have to dig quite as deep. So, pro tip for anyone who might be trying this in the future.
All right, so it's go time. I'm about to go in there. I'm about to tell the boys that I've mysteriously found a treasure map that's here behind me on their playset, and we're going to we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna try to figure out where it is, and take a picture of it, and then we're gonna head over there and dig it up. So let's see how this goes.
Nick and Alex, come here, come here, come here, Alex. Nick and Alex, come here. Nick and Alex, come here, come here. You're not gonna believe what Dave just found. Come here. Come here. Go up to your playhouse. Go up to your playhouse. No, not up there. Down here. Down here. Look. Look. What is that?
A spider web.
No, not down there. What is that? No, look at the table, guys. Do you notice anything about the table?
It's a pirate ship map.
It's a what?
Yeah.
It's a map. We've got a pirate map on our table. Did you ever see that?
No way.
No way. Alex, do you see that?
Yeah.
You know what? I think maybe we should take a picture of it and see if we can figure out where it is.
Wow, it's so amazing. Is that a real treasure map?
I don't know. I guess so. I just noticed it was there. Here, Alex, go get your iPad so we can take a picture of it.
We go past this tree and go here to the treasure
And that's
box.
where the treasure is, where the X is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Alex, take a picture of it.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You get a picture of it? Nice. Where are we heading?
To the Granny's house.
To Granny's house, because treasure is, right?
Yeah.
And what are we pretending to be?
We're pirate. Yeah.
What does the pirate say?
Arr.
Arr!
And in our car, we're pretending our car is our pilot ship.
It is our pirate ship. And who's daddy?
The captain.
That's right. Okay. So we went around, we found the fairy hollow. That's over there.
Down.
There's a tree. What else do we have? What else do we have on the map?
Down. Yeah. We have
Fire Mountain.
Where's Fire Mountain?
Do we see anything here that makes fire?
There!
Where?
At that grill. It makes fire.
You think that barbecue pit might be it?
Yeah, because that got fire.
Well, let's go over there real quick. Now where do we go, Alex?
Down here. Down.
Down, so we gotta go this way.
Tree.
Okay, we gotta go around the tree.
Down the tree. Whoa. I think it's over here.
What?
I think we have to dig.
You think that's where we have to dig?
Yes!
What is that? Dig.
Yeah, let's start digging.
Dig. What is it?
It's the treasure box.
What? There's treasure?
It's there. It's there.
Oh my goodness.
It's there.
No, get it. Alex can dig it up. Alex can dig it up.
The treasure box. Treasure box. It's the treasure box.
What do you think's in it?
A treasure box. Look.
Oh my goodness, it is a treasure box. What do you think could be in it?
It's a golden.
What's in
What?
it? You better get it dug out of there.
It's too heavy.
You gotta keep digging then.
You better dig on the other end of it.
Dig on the other side.
Dun dun. We're getting closer. This is a real treasure box.
Oh my goodness.
How crazy. What do y'all think's in it?
I think it's gold.
You think there's gold in there? Nick, what do you think's in it?
I think there's gold and I think there's princess. Gary, you should dig here. That's where you maybe.
Why don't you dig it out?
You dig it out. I can't dig it out.
I know, Daddy. You should help us.
I should help you?
Yeah, because
Daddy's gonna get a shovel and try to help you, son.
thank you.
Okay, move.
And be my friend. It's going on.
Here. Let's see.
I got it.
Alex is fixing to get it out of there.
Let's see what's in it. Let's see if we can get it open. All right,
Yeah.
look. Well, oh, did you hear
wow.
that?
Yeah.
There's stuff in it. Look, I think the lock is right there. Okay, what's in it? Let's see. Hold on. There's some more straps. Oh my goodness!
Dude, no!
Money and there's jewels.
Yeah! Wait! We are real pilots! We like it! We're real pilots!
You're real pirates?
Well, that's it, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing it. I love doing this. I actually came up with this 3 years ago before we even started the site back up. So, I mean, like, this wasn't something I just planned. This is probably the longest con I've ever had going, to be honest with you. I just knew at some point that they would be old enough, and 5 years old seemed great. They, actually had brought up pirate stuff to me beforehand just a month or so ago, and it triggered that memory. I thought, okay, now's the time to do this, because I was willing to wait longer if need be. But at 5, I think they had a blast. I hope they remember it. I know I'll remember it because I had a blast doing this. So, and that's the whole point of this, is to create memories with your kids. Have fun with it. If you don't have to do the whole thing like I did, where you create epoxy and put the map out there. You could just do this and maybe wait a couple of months or wait a year or something, and you don't have to wait that long. And go dig up treasure. Go have fun with your kids. Make an experience. Make a memory. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. Give us a thumbs up on the video. That helps us out too. And by all means, please share. Get this information out there to other people. Love for this to blow up. Hope you enjoyed the video. We will see you next time on Epically Geeky Makers.